Hi, I'm Mom,
And I'm Monty.
and we are from Mom and Monty, which is a mother daughter podcast series where we're going to be discussing everything involving teen life and even raising a teenager in this day and age. And so, when you're ready, go ahead, grab your snacks and your beverages, get comfortable because we're going to go ahead and start that conversation now. Hey everybody, we're back again to hit you with another episode of the Mom and Money podcast. So
Yeah,
today,
waited because it's been like 3 months.
not really, but okay. So today, we're talking about technology and media.
Media. Yeah, this was my idea.
It was Monty's idea. So we're just going to kind of talk about the differences.
On the voice waves, whenever I talk, it's like these tiny waves, and moms are all big. And so I'm just like, hi guys! Oh, now it looks like moms. That works.
That was ridiculous. So, anyway.
See? See, that's my line. Well, no one can see the line, so never mind.
Of course not. So anyway, we're gonna just kind of talk about some of the things that we're seeing in technology and media, and how it is impacting our youth today, as well as how maybe some tips and advice to parents on how to better understand what's going on in the world and how to kind of safeguard your children with this technology and media. So, some of the things that I see going on in the world today are smartphones. When I was a teenager, we didn't have smartphones. We had cell phones, but they were like the huge
Connected
landline
to the wall.
type of cell phones.
Anybody can just like take the one from downstairs in the kitchen and connect it to yours in your room or something and be like, so what you talking about?
Exactly. So it wasn't really a lot of privacy. It wasn't really any way to damage your reputation long distance anyway. But now with social media and with smartphones, there's easy access to almost anything. And then they have these apps and these websites where you can go and pay to find out where someone lives and their phone number and all types of things about them. And so there's a lack of privacy in the world today, and there's a lack of real connection, is what I'm seeing, especially with the social media.
Yeah.
Because social media is really kind of taken over in the last 10 years, and it's really become something that people use to communicate. So instead of picking up the phone to talk, they'll text or they'll send
DM.
yeah, they'll send a DM or something of that nature. Sliding into the DMs.
Yeah.
So they'll send those type of things and think that's connecting. And I remember when I was younger, it was totally different. We would actually have to go to our friend's house and talk to them face to face, or we would talk to them over the phone and actually have a real conversation.
Yeah. And people think that's weird now. Like all my friends, well, not all my friends, but like my friends, I'll be like, I want to call you instead of text you or something. Or I actually want to talk to you at school, like face to face, instead of you texting me when we're sitting right next to each other. Like in 6th grade, I think I've told you this before, Mom, but I was with my friend and we were playing this online game, and we were playing, and she sent me like a chat through the game, and I was like, and then I sent her a chat back, and I said, we're sitting right next to each other at lunch, say words to me. And then she said, I don't want to. And I was like, that's weird. Like, we're literally right next to each other. But you'd rather talk to me through a computer than to my face. And now we lost connections.
Yeah, I think it does. I think that technology can be a good thing, and social media can be a good thing in certain situations. Like, we live in Texas, and so a lot of our family lives other places in the United States and elsewhere, and so it's definitely a good way to stay connected in that aspect. But when you have people who are right there next to you not wanting to talk to you, then that indicates that there's a real problem. And it's definitely one that we should be aware of and actually paying attention to. But instead of paying attention to it, we just take it as this is normal. So we want to know what you guys think. We're just starting the conversation, and we want to know in the comments below what you guys think about the social media.
You just pointed comments below, and you pointed down as if they could see you. And that's why we don't let people see us, because I don't need random people seeing me. I don't want that mess.
Yes, the podcast was Imani's idea. I would prefer doing video because I just think it's more personable. But that's another way that we could see that there's differences in this generation and the older generation, I guess you will. I'm not that old, so don't go there. But
you're still a millennial, right?
I am a millennial.
Yeah.
Classified as one. And so that may give you some idea of my age range. But and I have a teenager, a high schooler. So that's weird. Another story for another time.
We're editing this out.
We'll go into our testimonies at some point during this podcast. If you guys want to hear that, definitely leave comments below and let us know what you guys would like to hear. And we'll definitely do our best to try and accommodate all of your requests.
Yay.
So we're not going to make this one too long. We just wanted to kind of... We just wanted to kind of jump on here and talk about a little bit.
Edit that.
We may or may not be editing these. We may just let it flow naturally because I like the transparency.
Too long to edit, though. I say don't edit because it takes too long. Mom's like, oh, let them see the real us and reality and stuff. That's what people like. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and that goes back to our technology, like, and our social media.
I want everything fast, and I don't know how to edit, so I don't want to edit. And I was just like, yeah, it's transparency.
Yeah, because I think that transparency is key to real relationships. Being authentic is key to people really knowing who you are and really believing that they can trust you or that they connect with you. And so I think transparency is very much a key factor in social media and especially in podcasting and video content creation on YouTube is definitely something that I'm noticing a lot of people are trying to be more transparent, it seems. But it's hard to really determine that through a screen.
Because once I was watching this person, I don't remember what their name was. Yeah, I don't remember what their name was, but it was this person, and they were like, I think I forgot. Oh, no, I forgot. That's how that happens.
So, while we let Mani think a little bit about what she was trying to say, I will say.
Oh, okay, I remember. And so there was this person, and she was like making this video about how Instagram is all like you gotta have this like persona, and it's gotta all flow together well. You can't just be like posting your picture one day and then the next day pouring out your feelings, because people don't want to see that. If you're seen as an entertainer, then they want to see entertainment. And if you're some teenager with your friends, then most likely they don't see you as entertainment. So they're like, yeah, talk to us about anything. And like one Instagram photo for these celebrities takes like all this equipment and all this stuff to get that one perfect photo, and then they'll caption it like just nice day on the beach, even though it took you like an hour to set that photo up. So you're not having just nice vacation day, you're still working here. You still gotta post everything for these random people that want you to keep up this persona.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. It's a persona. It's their job, and so it's definitely something that they are trying to. It's their brand.
Yeah, that.
So it makes sense that they would spend more time on it or more time posting a single picture than someone who's not really trying to brand themselves would be doing. So when it comes to media, I remember when switching from social media to just television media, where we had family shows to watch, and I noticed that even when I'm on Netflix or Hulu, there's very few shows that I could actually watch with my family. And so I thought that was pretty weird. And that's definitely a change from how I grew up and how it was back in the 80s and 90s.
Yep.
So,
yeah, because you used to be able to watch stuff like Sister Sister. One time, me and Mom and I were watching that, and Tamara, this girl, was being rude to her, and she like told her off. And Mom was like, "See, this was back in the time." Well, that makes her sound old, but this was the time when you could just watch this, and she didn't like confront her by calling her any bad words or telling her to like get out of her face or fighting and stuff. She just told her to leave her alone, and basically that's it. And it was still as effective as you could do it nowadays. But now everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna be all edgy and cool and tell this person
use
to
profanity
bleep
and
off.
stuff. Yeah.
And it's not even as effective. Like,
It's
you'll
not.
tell somebody like all these bad words, and it's like everybody says that. So why do you think I care?
That's true.
I sounded weird just now. Okay.
No. But yeah, that's the truth of it all. There is no discretion. There's no.
They're trying to make everything mature and mature people before
Yeah.
the time. Like Disney.
There's no
I used
innocence
to love
anymore.
Disney, and now Disney's all jacked up.
And this is definitely not to come down on every industry or every company, because there are definitely companies out here who are trying to keep a standard and keep good values.
Like Blimey Cow.
And there are different people who are trying to remain wholesome and keep the innocence for children, and but that's just not the norm anymore. And so that's all we wanted to kind of bring up and bring to your attention, and kind of start that conversation for you and see where you take it from here. So,
And shout out to Blimey Cow. They're an example of the good people that are cool without being all messed up.
I concur. So,
What does that mean? Does it just mean I agree?
Yes.
Oh, that's what I thought.
So until next time, guys, we thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you for commenting, subscribing, liking, sharing, whatever it is that you're here to do. We appreciate you. If no one else has told you yet, and we will see you guys in the next episode.
And God made you special, and He loves you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Fair use.
So until next time, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. We love you guys, and we'll see you again soon.